agree. Nasa party platform namin yun.
Party platform?
Yeah, Akbayan's party.
Akala ko liberal party.
No, I don't know what there's, probably of course they're presidential right now, they're running a presidential candidate, di ba? Pero sa Akbayan, we believe in parliamentary form of government. Not to make it perfect, gosh, there are countries with parliamentary government that are also in a lot of trouble. But since we've had so much experience with the American presidential system and we haven't been able to work through it to reforming and modernizing our society, then studying the experiences of other countries, especially those where our sister parties are, we're sister parties with the Swedish and German social democratic parties, for example. We've got some links with PT in Brazil, Frente Amplio, not a party, but a sort of movement in coalition in Uruguay, yeah. And then links with new parties and party-like movements in Asia, which happen to be also in countries with parliamentary government. We think that if we shift to a parliamentary form of government, but we've opposed every cha-cha under administrations which we think have been trying to use it for their political agenda. But after a proper constitutional reform process, if we can generate the requirements to shift to a parliamentary form of government, we believe that that kind of a system will allow, well, it will require in fact, and it will further allow a genuine political party system to emerge, to deepen, to be consolidated. It will allow real political parties to be organized, to represent, to contend. We believe that it's really worth a try to form governments on the basis of formation of coalitions and balance of power within parliaments, and to draw cabinet from parliamentarians. So yeah, it's an alternative that we're very excited to try, probably in the medium term, because hindi rin naman instant yun eh. Can't say just by fiat shift to, we have to have real parties to form the parliament and to contend to form the government.
Speaking of the party, ilan na Senate slots ng Liberal Party? 6, diba?
6 announced, but all in all, we will be 12
You will be
within the month.
Wala kang pwedeng i-teaser na kasi other 6.
Others, well, announced na first 4, Frank Gilon, Lupi Gaso, Derek Acosta ako. Sumunod si TG Incona, sumunod si Sergio Smenya. My guess is as good as yours, but I'm hearing this week, i-announce si Edu Manzano. Under consideration pa sina the other names we hear are Jinggoy Estrada, Ralph Recto, Sonia Rocco, Danny Lim.
Ibang names doon na pag ganun yung ulo ko.
Oo nga.
What? Napag-ganun ako eh.
I know what you mean.
Alam ko reformist.
Well, tapos
The sad reality daw of
kinonsider
politics.
din si Jamie Matigal.
Oh.
Yeah, but she has to run
she's
backing up.
Yeah, she has to.
She even had a blog.
Wow.
Just before 2010.
Wow. Okay.
Edu Manzano?
So those are names there.
Let me go back to my question kanina. Why affiliate with Noynoy or the Liberal Party when you can run as independent for senator and you still have the edge?
In principle, yes. But since we are also a political party, Bayan, we know that it takes not just a lot more machinery, not just a lot more resources that we haven't generated yet up to this point in time in our 11 years of existence. But very importantly, it takes a copy of the Certificate of Canvass to protect your vote. And only a few, including the dominant opposition party, will get that copy. So, and then
It's more strategic.
it's very important in any election. So yeah, in that sense, it's strategic. And then of the parties who talk to us about cooperating with them and putting a guest candidate with them, sila yung may karanasan na kami working on some reform legislation tingin namin pinakabukas sa further reforms. And very importantly, they were the ones least likely to go into an accommodation with GOP. That was very important to us as an opposition. So sila na yung, sa lahat nila, sila na yung tingin namin pinakakapalala yung loob namin. So we said, okay, let's cooperate on this.
Kasi there was that formula was tested already during the time of Cory. It was a broad alliance and coalition. Diba? The history will speak for itself. What
Right.
happened after that?
Right.
Diba? Doy Laurel was dropped like a hot potato,
Yeah.
as well as Enrile.
Yeah.
They isolated the right and naging left-leaning sila, and what happened, Alex Poncayong Brigade flourished. Plus the fact that there are series of coups after that.
Well, yeah, certainly that was a lot more, well, in a way, kasi very fluid din, medyo turbulent din na yun. Pero talagang yung backflow ng lahat ng alon ng anti-dictatorship struggle sa yung EDSA revolution, tumamak talaga dun sa first post-dictatorship administration. Of course, we have our own backflow and backlash now. But at least for us, most of us in the room also were students, student activists, student leaders, students at that time, and we could only observe from a certain distance. So ano na ba yung mga pinagkakasunduan nila? I can't remember what was the platform aside from overthrow the dictatorship, restore democracy, broad strokes, big terms. At least now, for one, as one of the participants now, I can say na we have clearer handles. What are the terms of engagement with LP? And beyond the LP, ano ba yung mga expectations ng mga tao ngayon na if we win, we're expecting and we're needing that citizens will remain engaged to continue to participate. Not just checking and balancing, pero talagang participating in the governance with those clear handles in mind. And yun yung i-expect sa amin in terms of governance and in terms of legislation. Then, dun kami sisigilin pag umalintad kami or
It's a strange bedfellow katulad ng reaction ni Carlo
Oh, pero speaking of Jingle, isn't he supposed to be running for his father's party?
Yeah.
So you'll just adopt him as a guest candidate?
I don't know what the
But
terms
why?
of discussion are right now.
Sorry.
Oh well,
Who decides the all vote? Or
Yeah.
bahala?
it's the LPs, they set up a process. I'm not part of it, so I cannot share.
Why?